Hi, Lindsay here. I want to share 3 more breathing practices with you that you can try at home. So one of the props that you'll need is a straw. I'm using a metal straw, a plastic straw, bamboo straw, anything that you have can be helpful. And just note that some straws are bigger than others, so if you have a straw with a wider hole, you'll be able to get more air through it. So if you're using a straw with a tiny opening and you find that this is really kind of challenging to use, this might not be the right size straw for you. So just be aware of that and be just really compassionate to yourself as we explore some of these practices. So before we begin, I want us to just take a moment to come into the natural rhythms of our breath. So you don't have to do anything different, you don't have to change your breath in any way. Maybe resting the hands on the belly, or one hand on the chest and one hand on the abdomen. The eyes can be opened or closed, you can be sitting or standing. And just begin by noticing your inhales and your exhales. Maybe noticing which is longer, the inhale or the exhale. Maybe they're equal length. Note if your breathing feels smooth and even, a little bit ratchety, or all over the place. How do the muscles feel around your lungs, your ribs and your belly? Do you sense a lot of movement, or does it feel fairly still or tight? We're just taking some time just to notice. There's no right or wrong. We're just noticing our baseline, where we are at this moment in time. And then when you're ready, we're going to grab our straw. And what's really lovely about straw breathing is it helps to improve our breathing mechanics, so we can teach our body how to lengthen our exhales. And this is really good for people who have asthma. So the way it's going to work is you inhale through the nose and then you exhale through the straw. So this is going to be hard for me to talk you through it. So we'll do 5 rounds together and then we'll see how that makes us feel. So let's begin. Take a breath in through the nose and out through the straw. Shoulders soft and relaxed. Two more. And then breathing normally through the nose. Now, in any breathing practice, and especially in straw breathing, because we're creating more oxygenation, it's normal if you feel a little bit dizzy or lightheaded. And so that's why we only started with 5 rounds. So if it felt like 5 was too many and you kind of feel a little bit dizzy, just sit and breathe quietly. Maybe you want to put the video on pause for a moment. But really just start off with 5 and give your body time to adapt. And then over time, with more and more practice, maybe you increase to 10 or 20, or maybe you go by length of time, building up to 2 minutes. So again, be really gentle with yourself. It's not a race. We're really about improving our breathing mechanics. And so when we have better breathing mechanics, we have our system, our whole body system, our immune system, our sleep, our digestion, everything just works a whole lot better. Okay. So happy exploring straw breathing. I'm going to set that off to the side. So the next breathing practice is called brahmery breath or humming breath. And this also helps to improve our breathing mechanics and extending our exhale. So there's a couple variations of this practice, and you can do this sitting or lying down. And you can also do this by closing your eyes and plugging your ears, or you can keep your ears unplugged. So I'm just giving you some options, and you can explore and see what feels the best for you. So the way this one works is we take our inhale, and then as you exhale, you hum for the full length of your exhale without feeling the need to like force it, so you're not really straining that exhale. And then when the breath is finished, let the inhale arise naturally, and then hum out the exhale. So just like the straw breath, we will do 5 rounds, and then if you want to continue practicing this one, you can build up to 10 rounds, 20 rounds. You can do it up to 5 or 10 minutes or even longer if you'd like. So this is one of my favorite breathing practices. I'm going to do it without plugging my ears, but I might close my eyes. So let's find a comfortable position. You can lie down if you'd like, or sitting comfortably. And just take a couple breaths, settling first. And let's begin together. Take an inhale, and then hum out your exhale. Inhale. Last round. And breathing quietly, noticing how you feel. Now don't worry if your exhale wasn't as long as mine. You might notice that your exhale is only a couple of seconds long, and that's absolutely perfect. So you're just going to work with what you've got, and over time and with practice, the exhale will begin to lengthen. What I really liked actually about having the ears plugged is it brings awareness and attention really deeply internally, so you're not aware of everything else that's going around, what's going on in your environment. And then there's a very subtle, really kind of rich vibration throughout your whole body that you experience as you hum out, or as you hum out your exhale. Oh, I really love how that one feels. So happy exploring, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me about that one. Let's just take a few more breaths. So the last breathing exercise that I want to share with you is alternate nostril breathing. And I've shared this one before. I probably have other videos floating around. So for alternate nostril for alternate nostril breathing, I want to share 2 variations. And so the first one is just simply blocking one nostril and taking 10 breaths through one side. So let's try that together. Inhale and exhale. And as you do this, see if you can make your inhales and exhales an equal length. So you might find it helpful to count your inhale maybe for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale 3, 2, 1. And after 10 rounds, we'll switch sides, blocking the other nostril. Inhaling 3, 2, 1, and exhaling 3, 2, 1. Maybe your count is a little bit shorter, maybe it's a little bit longer. And then after you've done 10 on this side, then we'll switch again. Letting the breath be smooth and quiet as possible. So it doesn't have to be a strong, loud inhale. Just finding as much softness, as much ease with your breath as you can. And after you've done about 10, switching sides again. And then you can let the hands rest, breathing through both sides and noticing what you feel. Now for the other version of alternate nostril breathing, I use one hand to block each nostril. And so what I like to do is use my thumb to block the right nostril because I'm right-handed. And then I take my index finger and my middle finger down to the base of my thumb and use my ring finger to block the left. So I can go side to side. You can also take your first 2 fingers and rest it on your forehead and use your thumb to block one side and your ring finger to block the other. If that's too complicated, just keep it really simple. Use one finger or thumb to block one side and another finger to block the other. Okay? So really, the mechanics of it, there's no right or wrong way. And again, if my count is too fast or too slow, you can adjust to make it appropriate for you. So again, we don't want to strain our breath. We don't want to feel like we have to hold our breath, unless of course you're doing a breath retention in between each inhale and exhale. And that just means you take a breath in, you hold, and then you exhale. And so the general rule of thumb for that is, say if you're inhaling for a count of 6, that you're holding your breath in between for half that amount of time, so a count of 3. So I'm not going to teach the breath holding. We're just going to breathe softly through one side, out through the other. So we're going to go in and then out, in and then out. I'm going to lead you through 5 rounds. If you need to take a break sooner, please feel free to do so. Okay. If your nose is really congested or really stuck up, this might not be the best practice for you right now, so just skip it. Okay. So let's begin setting up your hands. And I'm going to use my thumb to block the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Block the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. Last round. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Block right. Sorry, inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. And then release. Breathing through both sides. And noticing how you feel. For me, I really love alternate nostril breathing because it helps to manage, feelings of overwhelm and anxiety. And it calms me down really quickly, even after 5 to 10 breaths. And this is something that you can gradually build up to do for, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. If you're interested in learning how to do it, holding the breath in between inhales or exhales, feel free to reach out to me and I can maybe do a quick video on how to do that. So I hope you feel a little bit calmer, a little bit more relaxed, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.